Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Earbook with Buffalo Pacha. I'm your host, Buffalo Pacha. So today we're actually giving you the 14th episode of the Earbook. Yes, that's right. And I'm so excited. Like, remember on the previous episodes, I did mention on Spotify, the audio podcast, that I will be releasing the first and exclusive video podcast for you guys, which will be streamed both on Spotify and YouTube. So this will be the first video to be uploaded on YouTube. So I'm so excited. I hope everyone is also excited. Hope we all had a great week, a great weekend, and yeah, of course, as usual, today I have a guest. He goes by the name of Tabo. Tabo, how's it, my brother?
Shop, that's Tabo.
Yeah, man. Hey, you come a very long way, my brother. Hey.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you were a bit of surprised, or hey, you know what? Just let us pop by and have a chat about something that is very important, which I know, but you're not sure that you're not sure what you're gonna discuss on this episode. But I definitely know that you are the right person for this one because I knew you from, I think, how old you were? But you were young, man.
Yeah,
You were young. Back in the 90s, I know most people won't believe it, but back in the 90s, I think, even before Kenaskela, because we were neighbors and stuff. So yeah, today I wanted us to discuss the importance of having a father figure in your life, because I believe both of us, we grew up without, having biological fathers. We lost them at a very young age. But hey, here we are today. We grew up, we faced some challenges along the way. But yeah, nothing has ever been easy. So, what can you say about, let's say, the first time you realize? Because obviously, when we are young, they will tell you, man, you know what? You lost the father, and that's it. But there is a moment, I believe, whereby you realize only one individual. I don't have a father, and immediately when you realize, like, you know what, I need this, but I think in life regarding those kind of things.
Yeah, for now, it's only recently when I kind of realized that life is more difficult when was not a role model, which is it's either a male or a father figure. So why what's about it too?
Sure.
So for me, it's always gonna be me who encounters the lots of difficult before my younger brother. So you grow and you want to get into relationships.
Exactly. Sure.
You want to make either financial decisions or career decisions, but it's difficult for you because you don't have anyone who's gonna put you through. And
yeah,
remember I'm the oldest.
I know.
So it's more difficult because and it's only an easy thing. We were never taught so it's difficult or we need to discuss certain things lady because
and I believe that as mjita agering kama site la time.
yeah,
so ntotse re di tsanga ngata tlamene re di lene from bontate because we are from site la ntate.
yeah. For now it's it's a sensitive topic.
Yeah. I do.
I know the difficulties of growing without a father.
Yeah.
Wherever I am, like right now, I'm always pushing, and I'm always pushing my brother achieve something, something beyond what we wanted to achieve because of our background, not having a father figure in our life.
It wasn't easy.
And when it comes to making decisions, because that decision is really true. And
at some point I believe like when as a the older brother obviously responsibility somehow iba wena, because like o mong sa lentwana and tlamehile shebe like the footsteps tsago in a way. I believe you need to be careful like go tsamaya jwang, because this one o shebile wena,
Yeah.
and when you don't have anyone I'm shebileng so chong kwena the front.
That's why carrying, it becomes difficult. It's not just me being an older brother to my brother.
Yeah.
It's about me being the oldest sibling. Go setting la more ladies setting that time.
Yeah.
I always carry the burden already. Yeah, I need to prove myself. I need to be a role model.
Yes.
To my cousins, whether from my father's side or my mother's side, because it's very difficult. You graduate from one course, you say maybe my brother's gonna achieve the same thing, I need to achieve more, so that he still sees me as a role model. Because I sometimes feel like if I can achieve anything above them, not that I'm being selfish or self-centered, but I feel like if I can achieve more than they want to achieve, they won't see me as a good role model.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall through the way. But the reason I always want more is because I want them to look up to me. I want them to see me as someone who can pull up in life. And I because I grow without a father, I'm always saying, go life I need something inner stability.
Yeah.
Whether it's a relationship, friendship, or career. And I think if there's one thing that I want in life is to have a family trust for my family, so that the next generation can be comfortable.
Yeah.
And not live the same way that I have experienced life, or the way siblings started experiencing it. So
Yeah, I hear like you mentioned, like in terms of relationships wise, maybe like having a girlfriend, or at some point, I know
yeah.
so obviously I believe if we had father figures in our lives, they would guide us. Obviously it's not so, I don't think it's simple for us, especially as boys or as men, to approach bomme ba rona about, because even now myself now I've never like approached my mom about decisions and advices in terms of relationship, because I don't feel comfortable about it, which I don't know like my sisters since born early banana. But I believe maybe if I had a father, I think simple you know what I think ke se ke le mo relationshiping, se ke le mo mcholong, so I need some kind of advices based on that. So now bringing up that when you look like the relationships out of fitileng, which of course maybe like relationships fitileng, do you think when you messed up and you believe maybe if you had some kind of advices from your dad, so we get into a relationship not knowing this kind of thing and stuff?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
This thing, okay, go this thing, growing without a father figure.
Sure.
And at the same time, I it makes the relationship between you and your mom, even though you kind of feel your mom is your safe space, but you feel like there's always a distance between you and your mom. So there was at some stages where I'd date older ladies, because I felt like maybe that gap, the love between me and my mom.
Okay.
And I have dated a few by that gap, because the relationship between me and my mom in another gap, because I felt like sometimes I missed my father more than I missed my mom. And I'd sometimes venture into dating older girls because of that void, void I need someone to love me. And the older ladies, I don't date them for money. I date them for that void,
Sure.
that gap. There's a certain gap that I feel
you need to close.
And that's the gap creating the relationship between me and my mom. and at the same time you'd go and you date several girls, and because you feel like you're a man, and
Yeah,
and
I know, like we as gents, obviously, how cala utlwana banana like more than one.
yeah.
You feel like now,
So
Kwen, you are
you
a
know,
man.
I messed up my engagement.
Oh, you were engaged.
Yeah, I messed up my engagement because I'd go from one girl to another, and I think the reason we said let's cut the whole engagement things because I was messing up, and whenever to because of my actions. I
Yeah.
mean, I never get blame me because I didn't know what get at
Wait,
that time until I get to experience life afterwards. Okay, but what I'm grateful about is it's the mere fact that I told her to move on and find someone better.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't handle the pain and fire on and stuff, and all that. It's mainly I don't want to blame the father figure. It's my behavior.
Yeah.
I don't want to blame the relationship or stuff, but the behavior work as an individual. But that thing, to not have a father figure or a brother, it plays a major role in life.
Yeah, because I believe like during those kind of mistakes, or nakong tse tselang thotse o no na le moment tse le maybe o feel ka reng o no ka khutlela o no ka yo time mamela man. Especially being low engaged. I think low engaged le teng before no ya no tlamele we are still qedile yena. Like I say, there are a lot of things that I feel like we as gents, no tlamele re kgonne ho di discuss le mathema bona, I understand. And it's not only about relationships, it's about the things that we encounter besides relationships, more life, or understand.
Yeah.
Because I remember now outside we had a discussion about simple things in life, like deciding to buy a car. It affects us sometimes. I believe it does, because Lena at some point I remember one thing before anything, when you get a job, I'm going to battle trends. You understand?
Yeah.
Because and it's maybe now you don't even think about a house or a future in a way. As long as you got a car, we're not going to shop. So then I did make a decision of what I'm fit, and I lost it in a very carelessly way. Understand? So then man, you know what? I remember my dad. I was young, but he used to tell me of it. When you get a car, even now when you get a car, first thing like in believe Ford, because we believe it. He used to drive Ford, you understand?
Yeah.
Namara, I wasn't there. So it's a I was like, what if I think if Tamalani don't go for that car. Remember I told you to buy Colo 18. So I remember you also told me about similar situation about Colo.
When I bought my first car, I don't know why was I buying a car, but I was just buying a car. I don't have any specific reason of buying a car.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll still say, if I had an older brother or my dad had passed away when I was maybe my teenagers, I was gonna make a proper financial decision. I'd rather buy a house before a car. But at the same time, it wasn't a wrong decision. If what is it, the house, empty. Was I gonna be staying with those multiple girls that I was dating? Was I gonna feel the comfort of the house or the home, and at the same time so it at that age it was a wrong decision. But they usually say we need to make wrong decisions on our 20s so that we get
in a way like
30s,
it's a learning curve, guy.
But it was not a wrong decision. it was not a wrong decision, but yeah, but I'd still say nah, I'd always say, make your own decisions at an early age, so that when you get to your 30s, you know, okay, o batlang ko life eh.
Yeah,
Make a lot of wrong decisions.
sure.
It's a any sort of wrong decision, and be comfortable with the wrong decision that you do on your early 20s, your 20s, so that when you reach your 30s, get into also, and you know what life is. Rather than on your 30s, you're still trying to find yourself, you still playing around. What are you gonna do when you get to your 40s?
Some because they say life starts at 40.
Yeah, so if you want we chola ka 30, go 30, go 40 to etsa jwang, you still not have any direction. When you get to your 30s, you need to have a proper direction of your life.
So it's not a matter of, because I hear people saying, maybe trying to compare themselves with others. So now I'm 30, but I'm 25 and I don't have a car as yet. So it's not about like heavy material stuff or anything. It's about like mindset, at least like by 30. Mindset really sharp one, so that maybe you start making right decisions. Like it's not about having what or not having.
Yeah, but at the same time, go night. It's just a personal view. Yeah, from my personal experiences.
Yeah.
I'll always say, when you get to your 20s, play around, fool around, so that when you get to your 30s, you know what you want in life. I never already got 30, you still want to, all go starting and stuff. Because when you get to your 30s, you need to know what life is. You need to have an idea and a proper direction go life in this kind of life.
Yeah.
Rather than go dating, for now.
You need to question since really it's like Clamo puts on now what's going on.
Yeah, that's why now for now I made a lot of wrong decisions when I was 20, when I was 22. I made a lot of wrong decisions. Some year thing I'm still living, got the consequences starting, but at the same time, I still believe we learn in life, and it doesn't matter who you the mistake or age thing. And you don't need to compare yourself with Chaba, because Chaba got 20 regularly a Mercedes Benz. I get to be like, I get to be going on a pillar drawing. So I can't compare myself to you, because I don't know what kind of life are you living, and you don't know my situation at go high.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm caring for now. The decisions that I made, they were bound to be made by me,
by you,
not
sure.
for someone else. And I don't expect anyone else to do my mistakes.
Yeah.
And for now, I can say, I'm living my comfortable life, and I can get whatever that I want, and yeah.
It's like you are at peace.
Yeah, I'm at peace, and then even like the relationships, I've literally found someone that I call my safe space, and then I feel comfortable around. So I feel like when you reach your 30s, you want peace. You don't want anything else.
Yeah.
You don't want to a certain kind of lifestyle. You don't know how you're comfortable. So yeah, for now it's mainly about peace.
Yeah. Something that I also think like or face, obviously, or face.
Yeah.
Like or we have kids. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
people like us, people like you and me, but Beloring like they grew up without fathers, and obviously when you are there as a father, and especially a daughter, like probably say maybe when you have a daughter, because I believe having a daughter and having a son, there is a difference, especially to you as a father.
Yeah.
Because daughters, they expect more like security. Like you are their safe space as Ntate. You are kind of a hero. But Majita, if you tend to be more like a role model to born. What I've noticed mostly about Majita analing dingos Majita, Baba Ruta dintho tsa bona. So kind of eba di role model tsa bona. Like if I got Ntate le soccer player, ngwana so nzombona mruta bo same like Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah.
Messi. There are a lot of I can mention many, you understand. But when it comes to girls, it becomes a bit of a challenge because bona ba shebe is bashimane ba sheba.
Yeah.
O re ngwana na a tlo batla ho etsisa ntho tse ntate di etsang but yena o batla is wabo comfort space and rona je remember we grew up without bontate, so we don't really know how to comfort these ones. So how do you think when like
But
you're gonna
for 9 that's why bro, like still gonna talk about my personal life much. Even though I don't want to talk about my personal life, but
yeah, no, that's cool.
Again, this thing, whether only a daughter or a son, life if without a father figure is still gonna be difficult because you don't know how to parent, you don't know how to play that father figure role. How to be looking at, how to be how to be over time as well. Sometimes you end up having a child maybe nelidlala or the relationship was not that good, then yet again you don't know situation handle as well. You don't know how to be a father to the child. It's still difficult. Whether ngwanyana or kimjita, but still gonna be difficult if you especially go environment thing like you don't have both parents, or maybe let's go the environment that family it's broken. You don't know what family is, you don't know family values, so how are you gonna be a father to or a parent go someone when yourself you don't understand how to be a parent?
So how do you deal with it? I just want to know, like, when I plan out let's say like you say you don't know how to like what do you think might work?
For now it's quite difficult because I'm still trying to find myself and find my feet when it comes to being a parent. I wouldn't lie and say I'm a good parent or stuff, but I'm still learning, and but if there's one thing that I'd want for my son, Corey, to get proper education. That's the only thing that I want. Even though we live go society or a country that doesn't have opportunities that for people who are more educated, or people who even go to school, maybe even if it's like a formal education or informal education, but still like the opportunity is scarce.
Nowadays
So,
it doesn't matter what qualification you have.
Yeah, but I'll always say, if only streetwise and you are educated, you still stand more chances to be up there and face more challenges better. But for now, I'm still learning to be a good parent. I'm still correcting my behavior.
And we should not forget, you can't be perfect, of course, because no one is perfect, but you can try like words into the sharp.
Yeah, hence again, I never get blame my past, or me not having a father, me not having a brother and stuff. I carry a lot of weight because I still need to play a big role. Good cousin in Zaga, go my younger brother. I still need to be there for them. I still need to be there for my son. So, but again, the load, that we don't usually talk about the load that we face, but it's quite heavy for now. It's quite heavy. I think there was a time where I kind of felt depressed and stuff, but that's the story of another day. But it's difficult. It's difficult being a guy out there without a father.
I believe so, because even now, like we still do have bomme, like mothers.
Yeah.
But I would say another very same thing. I have a daughter.
Yeah.
that's the reason why I actually asked you this previous question, because now I have a daughter,
Yeah.
which it's a good thing, and yeah, I'm happy about it. Yeah, and now there is no one there because I have a mother,
Yeah.
but Obapala, she's just playing a role of a grandmother to the daughter.
Yeah.
To me, she's there just to assist. I mean, whenever I need her, like maybe wana asale or maybe wana wakule, and then maybe so and so on.
Yeah.
But that's not really like what we want, because it didn't affect her mentally. Like especially taba ya bana wana wana. You sit there and then unaltwana total hola. Hola, of course, you must be there to protect and stuff. More especially what Tony Gibu ngwana unka site landate.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So there are things that I need to do for ngwana, but I don't know what kind one to okay. But I know the day into Islamic is, and I'm gonna over clueless, and you feel like sometimes you feel like I'm virtue. Things very like the so nah. Or maybe it will like give up. Should I just give like this kind of right things, rituals and stuff? Because I don't know. I don't ever. No one taught me these things. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's for my, I think the story, the reason I kind of struggle when it comes to being a good parent. I feel like sometimes you need to understand situation that the parents are or guy and stuff. You need to understand, you need to have a clear understanding of your past so that you can understand your future. So my lady time I like Gamla, and during the times apartheid and stuff, and then azanga holela closer to Maulid High and stuff. So
Okay.
that kind of thing, the impact your parent, and then if your parent a hola and becomes buma 40, buma 30 without even understanding it's still gonna affect you as a child as well, because understand so pastor ya the parents are always sometimes plays a major part, because time I like
Sure.
yeah, but sometimes you understand during those times, and if Maulidwa had something little, and then they have a child, they'll need to take you away or ask you go jail and stuff. So that's how I know story some lady, and I not to blame or sometimes she doesn't understand how to be a good parent, but I do understand past the
Sure.
so our again situations as I think about Barcelona sometimes bidlala a major role when it comes to
affect that's all I like what I
so Luena, if you don't correct yourself right now, and you don't you still want to blame other people for about and stuff, never in a proper way, because you're still blaming other people.
that's what I'm scared of, because you like I find myself okay. I blame you. I'm fit in time where I've really asanguta ntotse so why asanguta ntotse. I once encountered a situation more barring like where I have to like say my cleanse.
Yeah.
So I remember nto ungutile the cleanse but
Yeah.
apparently ungutile half.
Yeah.
That's what hanguta ona go fela.
Sure.
So now we as growing up, this guy man, he taught me this kind of thing. So ke bua go proud one until I met someone eloring utseba this thing fully.
Yeah.
Understand? Then I tend to be someone eloring and it was a bit painful because I'm told I remember Andrea, this is who you are, so I think he only told me a paragraph.
Yeah.
So this thing if so this guy if I don't know, too high.
But now for we use Chaba, you grew with a bigger brother, I don't understand why.
Let me when I come to that.
But for me, not time I like look physical so I don't even remember some ya didn't saying. So when it comes to spoko saka and stuff, it's because I learned the whole thing. About now, I'm always asking. If I can understand something.
You ask.
I ask whether I need to have a clear understanding ya gore ke tswa ko kae, rather than gore ke dule go on the back seat and waiting for people to tell me gore ke ya ko kae and who this is the person that I am. No, I always go out and ask a lot of things.
When you say I grew up with a brother, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
The funny part is that I can't really say I didn't learn a lot from him. My brother was there as a brother, maybe an assistant financially. Do you understand? Yeah, but can't because remember, I don't know if maybe you know, what's especially when it's me two or three, but all the kids they have different fathers. So my family it's more the same. It's like that actually. I have my father, brother gonna father. So the NA was fortunate enough for he lost his father at an older age, unlike me. So my brother can't tell me I don't know except being there as a brother.
But this guy sometimes only the issues that he carries his own body.
His own, yeah.
And sometimes so heavy go ahead. And sometimes corona cheating. It's more difficult. You know, I think this year before Donaka Yakoskela, you know, we were staying together, but at the same time I was feeling a burden. Not only I was feeling a burden because I still need to assist him and stuff, but it was heavy for me, when I come to work, when I come back from work, I need to be open to this person, and yet again we don't spend that much time. So sometimes bottle into kamuhar, but you'll see that I'm not okay. But Lena never put away dinsa because Lena maybe go on his side when difficult or I can confront the.
Yeah.
So that's why having no father figure in life sometimes is more difficult, especially if you guys are not that close. I'll understand that now. Shaba, you're grand because of this, or maybe I'm being a burden to him and stuff. Even if really a burden going, I never woo because you feel like I'm your brother, and then you are obliged to choose. So sometimes I don't bua, but at the same time you feel like the load.
But yeah, I feel like we need to appreciate our mothers. I feel like they did play a big role, Bona.
Yeah.
Especially very Urisa. Because I can imagine just Urisa Mutu, Uliwani. Pela, they played party and male at the same time. But of course, Yantati as a party by fully. But that's where our mothers they played the party and male they were so strong Urisa because we are not even there yet to 40s, but like you say, but already in fact, we difficulty from a very even little day, they are still there for us.
Yeah, for now, I'd never blame my mom for anything. For whether Rohudis good or bad, I'll never blame her. I know her past, and I'm not gonna blame her, or I'm not gonna blame my grandmother because of who this thing when I saw and that's why when I ate so and no, I'm not gonna blame her. I know the burden I feel who is really true without a father, without the support and stuff. But I'll always support my mother.
Yeah, sure. And I'm very proud. Pela, I saw that you overcame to the pie. Like we graduate, you're still pushing. And I know it's not easy because You are the older brother.
No, go diamonds as Gela. It's mainly, scale in life. It's about, it's a personal thing. It's it's about me wanting to grow. I at first I used to look up to my uncle. My uncle nearly, you know, nearly a security guard, and I used to look up to him, the way Charangating and stuff, you know. We were closer back then. I don't know what happened, but yeah, we were close. So I used to, look up to him and say, ke batla ho achieve dintho tse itseng, ke batla ho, to behave in a certain manner. But when time goes on, you outclass someone, then you become your own role model. You want to achieve more.
Okay.
So that's why for now, I keep on pushing more. I did my LLB. I want to, do my masters in tax. It's more like you set goals for yourself. You want to achieve something more. You push yourself. But like I said, Lina, at some stage I had someone who was in a taking that person as my role model. But yeah, go life you outclass certain people. That's why dichomi tsa batho ene le dichomi tsa
I shall dichomi tsa
yeah, I shall dichomi tsa because you have outclassed them.
Yeah.
So you become friends with other people. Not already a go fitile ka a certain standard of life or certain status. It's mainly because I have outclassed the relationship. I need to now have conversation with about certain topics. I never do where else I can chill with Chava and talk about life. So
exactly.
it's more about outclassing. You outclass someone. It's not a bad thing. I'm fit local life in one fit, but I still need to look up to you.
What we can do better, I think it's like to learn from each other.
Yeah.
Which is I feel like I'm pride. I usually hear about banana, I keep on pride. But now I see I pride for each other. Like ukahona ukopane motho and then abena le bokgoni, like the ability to help you. But I was so too. Do you understand? Rather I don't know, maybe it's something else, but not it's something that's maybe at some point you fit go leveling you'll reach his level. What assist there and there, but you'll just make sure at least that's where you stay. You understand? Yeah. Because that's some situations that because at some point there was this time where I was unemployed. And as it's not easy, like being unemployed. And like you would speak a I don't have anyone to talk to. I don't have a father to tell me, because I know at some stage my mother used to tell me, I know he was good, especially about Bakhali. They are good kadi hands.
Yes.
And maybe I would have done carpentry, tutor something, so that creates some bit of cash. But I don't know, because I didn't learn. I don't have that person anymore. So I'm this guy is Bashap more like Bashap. But the only thing that they'll tell you about your phone, it's let us go out. Nagu was something that I encountered just a year ago. And they can help you, those guys. You see but the only call that we get is that, man, let's go out. There's something, there is a party somewhere, there is this, and but just so it's not easy. I don't wanna lie. And at some point I feel like you know what, my mom, she used to tell me, all you had to do me when I just do like a month and don't go out. That's why not having a father figure, melting, she can play the role, but she was only able to tell me, not go outside, just to check friends. But now I needed to span. Or how so? Yes, okay, bulak hawash. Do you understand? So I really need this person.
But now the reason I like but your surrounding and stuff. for now, and then the reason I speak about family values that much is because I think when I was doing grade 9, grade 5, or the time Barisa go Free State, Narapila Magogo and stuff. So, Narapila really cousin to so that's why, I'll always emphasize the family values. That's where I got to understand what family king is, because we were cousins, and we had this grandma or even though the parents are on a month ends and stuff, but like banabahai, and we were protecting each other. I even remember when I was doing grade 5, there was an assignment when I draw that thing, one of that thing called the number plating, that thing for Free State.
Yeah, sure.
Never draw that thing, so I didn't know how to draw, but I knew my cousin knows how to draw, and I convinced him to draw it for me. So he did it for me, and I submitted the work in Elena, but necessary. But that's why I carry, if let's be family king, your cousin would do anything for you. If not that thing, that family value, that understanding, someone go family would always do something for you.
Yeah.
Even if we shot I text a cousin of mine, and I don't send her like cash without even asking, because we are cousins. We look for we look for each other. We have each other's back, and yeah. So your surrounding, it plays
a huge role.
Huge role, yeah.
Yeah, no, I do believe that, because Lena, I would say, just immediately after losing my dad, obviously my parents were never married, you see. Yeah. So I had to really be closer to my mom's side.
Yeah.
I do have family abontate, but to be honest, I don't actually know them that much, because I got yeah. So surroundings me, they play a huge role. They were there for me, because I lost my dad in 10 years.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So can you imagine that I'm talking about years, grade 4. But I managed to keep sharp just next to these people. Even though bangutile meetlo ya bona, like their culture, their tradition, which obviously nani kichuta, I know myself as Mosotho.
Yeah.
But I had to learn side me, and they were never that bad. Okay, the reason why I say they were never that bad, because obviously when you grow up now, you encounter wabona, this one's okay. I need to distance myself, because not everyone is good to you, and not everyone comes to your life with good intentions.
Yeah.
More family okay. My surroundings was okay because I was young, but now growing up, you see, man, okay. Now I feel like you need to choose, you need to check who the thing about the family also is that if they have some sort of, or you as one of many, are you aware? I feel like ukakona wetari babe jealousy for me. Wow. For an example, you graduated to Kenny school or Hispania later, so it's highly possible, okay. But beside more like your other family, babe jealousy for me. Wow. Do you understand? Because of you, and when you did nothing wrong, you don't know what you did, but it will affect my old lady, because when you fought for yourself, you fight, and because of one me, wow, akwatela me orama na ukamba na bakona basiso, but tabo yena is so successful. So we can again albo twitzel tabo muti, okay, maybe banana me also some muti, can't you know? You just, especially growing up without a father, Anton, I have to fight for myself, or I have to fight. So push it again to that, and they don't know.
Yeah, so sometimes you come to be a soldier for your own self,
Yeah.
But for now, I don't believe go into some Miriam and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used it. I go put a one day use that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe once in a kiri moshela gayona azange yaspana, but after that
also that time to his buddies.
Yeah, because you come magitar mama muspanisa something, that's why atshwara background lo ena no go kenya that, but go and expand because I believe go yon. So for now I believe go running and stuff, and yeah, for what I do and other family members by one got away cutting, it's their opinion at the end. I get responsible for opinion ya bona.
Yeah.
Or ba bona, or maybe sometimes we are total right good and stuff, but that's your opinion. It's not my opinion. But nna ke a itseba deep down I ke kutlwe, and ke a itseba gore, I'll always take care of people that are
Like you'll always be willing to
you
help
know,
whoever that needs help.
yeah, but at the same time, you need to be willing to help motho ba tlang ho thusa at the same time. I never get to thusa o sa batlo etsa next, like o batla o dula fela o batla
Spoon feeding.
I'm not that kind of person.
So when I like family, our experience of that thing, maybe kind of what's your mother's name?
Pauline.
Yeah, like situations of I'm not about Pauline, very good man. Just because by getting school or graduated, they think they're bad. Like you've never experienced such a thing.
Next. That's why I carry the reason I carry burden that much, it's because I'm the oldest, go both sides. So, I need to carry a load there, that good person or good role go the siblings cousins as well, So it's maybe banally on the side, but
How no more
actual
okay,
experience. No.
Yeah, I mean, like what advice or what words can you say to someone very low maybe? Okay, before I get there,
Yeah.
which is this thing in leader to what I wanted to ask you now. Yeah, I had a friend, so we lose like time align. Nani lose time align. It's something like happened, I think 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
So he went through a lot, this guy, man. I remember I think I was the first person, because Nali and I real close.
Yeah.
I was the first person I'm phoning. I'm on this before I because I knew Veltema in Lisbeth.
Yeah.
I'm on Allah. And then I was like, I'm gonna try and come to you the following day. I went there. Left him to election. This guy was very, very talented. Like the guy, just that I won't mention him, but yeah. He was super. He's one of the guys that I believe, if Onachi, he continued to get talent. Yeah. It's someone who can bolo, like for sure.
Yeah.
That's about bolo. Even Linone, I can just see you. Man, bolo am too so ibuni.
Yeah.
We lose the writing you after I lose the Tamalai. And Tamalai apparently and someone that's about bolo. So like I think but now Shimali Vanka to that.
Yeah.
I lose interest in bolo. Just like that. Just something along in any patient. Yeah. I lose her. I tried to speak to him. Azanga mamela. I tashela mujwali. He drank like nobody's business. Even today, like he tried to change, but he's no longer the same person anymore. Even now, came to long velo sale one way. And knowing him from back then, now he was not supposed to be the person that he is now. So maybe if I advised him better, I don't know. Maybe I failed to advise him or to talk to him because I was close to him. I was his best friend. So when I like in situations as well, I advise him to lose the time and on another like not having a father figure, like it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be hard.
That one funny difficult for now. I don't know how to answer it, but sometimes if that person always the time asale and stuff, and I usually say the reason some end up a good situation it's mainly because of certain things that I think corona. Now I used to be shy. I used to be bullied Koskolo because I was scrawny and stuff, like that short guy was slender and stuff, and I used to be bullied. And when I started whole and stuff, that's the main reason Kilo into law. It's because I wanted something that when it's like
yeah.
But at the same time I know gore ne ke le shy, but ke yone e ntseng ke bue. So for motho o le goreng, you know, situation I qeta e gcina end up a sa nwa jwala and stuff. It's mainly because of the pain I feel, you know. I never judge motho ka pain or you know, someone who's been out people starting, you don't know or why.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe you know, every time I have that feeling what I avoid the pain, you know. Yeah, how do you feel during the night and stuff, you know. Maybe the reason I usual is to avoid, you know, that pain really, or the void is you in that way.
Okay.
So just like Lynn, I don't have, you know, friends that I literally sit with. At you know, at some point keep myself indoors and do my researches and study and stuff. I think that's the reason that I keep on wanting to study, because I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have friends to chill with. You know, I didn't know I spending a high or my girlfriend, you know. Yeah, so I spend more time behind the
By
book,
yourself,
because that's ke make hide and paying a good thing. So yeah, Lena maybe you know, or unusual like my hide and paying a good thing. So I never was able, you know, more to
yeah.
it's more like someone robber and got sleeping tablets. I never was able, why robber and sleeping tablets, you know. It's because I want to robber at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
No, man. Just so you know, I'm glad you were able to make it through
yeah.
to this episode. I know, like, everyone at Mabakaye, we are all busy.
Yeah.
We are all trying to make it in life. Yeah. So it's not simple just for someone in your group and be present to your podcast as well. Especially nowadays, like, we try to make life for Rona because it's difficult economically or data. So I really appreciate it. In fact, it really, really means a lot. Like, I don't know, like, but I just want you to know,
No stress. Anytime, you know. And I always say, you know, I'll always look after, you know, but we go to live.
yeah.
And I never kiki because of what I've achieved and really something we achieved, and then I want to treat myself more better than you. No, I get that person, and I'll always avail myself to everyone, you know, that I grew up with.
Yeah.
But help. So yeah,
Yeah.
get away killing that thing.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. This is the 14th episode, so catch us again next week, which we will be doing the audio podcast on Spotify. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you to AMPD Studios. It was really nice for us to be here. Hopefully we'll see you soon. It was an exclusive episode. Thank you so much. We are out.